Hi, I'm Jonathan Allentoff here at Composition Online, and today we're going to talk about tips on writing for strings. Two of the most popular string ensembles to write for are the string orchestra and the string quartet. Now, the string orchestra features the violin 1 section, the violin 2 section, the viola section, the cello section, and the double bass section. In a string quartet, you have one player playing violin 1, one player playing violin 2, one player playing viola, and one player playing cello. In a string orchestra, you can divide each part as you have multiple players in each section. Writing for string quartet has similarities to writing four-part choral works or four-part compositions for piano, but it's important to keep in mind that string quartet has elements of its own due to the string instruments involved and their various capabilities and features. I invite you to further explore the timbres and ranges of each instrument, the violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. Really get used to them, and I recommend writing a melodic line for each instrument. Find what makes each instrument vibrant and exciting for you, and how you can craft your compositional voice to have it blend and mesh beautifully with the instruments that you're writing for. I love listening to great string works because we can learn so much from the heritage of our great composers. I would like to recommend the wonderful St. Paul Suite and the fabulous Brook Green Suite by British composer Gustav Holst. These are some of my favorites, and I hope that they'll inspire you as well. As we write for strings, here are some elements that we should consider. The first is bowing, up bows, down bows. How many notes in one bow stroke? Bowing can affect our phrasing, so we must think about how would we bow each part, and how do we want our compositional lines to be bowed. Articulation. Do we want it short? Do we want it long? Do we want it somewhere in between? Do we want a staccato stroke? Do we want a spiccato, something really, really short? Or do we want these lush lyrical lines, and maybe we want a line on each note and some slurs in there? Arco versus pizzicato is something that we have to consider seriously because there are no other instruments that can create the plucked sound of pizzicato. And pizzicato can be a great way to add a unique flair to our compositions, and also to vary between arco and pizzicato. It can be great for writing variations and different effects as we go along. When it comes to double stops, they are really useful in that each instrument can play multiple notes at the same time, but we must consider fingerings and string crossings to make them as successful as possible, because we want our compositions to be enjoyed by the performers and audiences and to sound the best that they can. Another element to consider is divisi, dividing each part, for example in the string orchestra, so that you can have more layers and that each part is divided into multiple layers, which will create some really vibrant voices among the sections. One of my favorite elements is the tremolo, because it creates a dramatic effect, and it really can bring out a new element, a new exciting element in our compositions, and really bring our compositional voices and dramatic effects to life. There are so many more elements that we can discuss, but these are some key ones that I know you'll enjoy working with. Strings can play in a wide range of musical styles and genres, so you can explore which styles and genres you really like And I recommend trying to write in a wide range of styles because you'll find different elements that you like that you can apply to other compositions. If you have a favorite style, feel free to start with that. Keep in mind that general music composition techniques apply to all styles and instruments, so there are many similarities between writing for strings and writing for other instruments, voices, piano, and just writing in general from a musical standpoint. Strings can create lush, magnificent, expressive scores for media that really paint a picture. The different elements that strings offer can be really great for further developing our voices for media as composers and making the best use of scenes to really explore musical content and really bring our hearts to the scene at hand. I invite you to explore the possibilities and think about what would you like to create. The possibilities are endless. Thank you so much. I hope that you have enjoyed this webinar. I look forward to having you contact me at johnallentoff@aol.com as printed here on the slide, and we'll discuss your needs on a one-on-one basis. I am excited to work with you, and I wish you all the very best in your compositional journey.